When you're dealing with these old rusty trucks and you're going to keep that rust, man, you want to at least save it. You want to preserve it. There's different ways to do that. There's one idea on how to prepare it to be saved. Guys, let's go to the shop. One thing to get the right finish, and I know I could probably just leave it exactly like it is, but I want to try and save this. You know, I don't want to put it together and it just continue to sit here and decay and rust. So anything I can from the back side, I'm going to mitigate. Like always, front side, I want to try and freeze it where it's at. I don't want to go any further. The look of this is cool, but in all honesty, a little smoother, a little more finished look. You can almost wet sand this with a Scotch Brite pad and a little bit of Goo Gone. And this Goo Gone is awesome stuff for this. Cannot believe how good it works. Check this out. So like I said, you can kind of see I've been messing with this a little bit with some other stuff. There's a few spots that I used this plain old Goo Gone. So let's see, the top of this fender right here, you can see it's rust, it's nasty, it's disgusting looking. A nice liberal amount of that Goo Gone on it. Just a Scotch Brite pad. Just spray a little more Goo Gone. What's really cool too is this truck has been primed before, so as I start sanding, I'm finding chunks of blue where some of the see, there's some blue coming through. Definitely a lot of work on this. The Scotch Brite pad will just absolutely fill up, and it keeps going. I mean, you can see the crap coming off of it. The wild part about it, and it's hard to show here, is how much smoother this makes it. Again, you can see the blue paint. It was not even there before, and a lot of this is much smoother. And here's part that's kind of the part that you really are hard to realize is you can kind of feel that adherent, smooths up, and right back to rough again. a good wipe down with brake clean, maybe some lacquer thinner. But I mean, you can see a lot of the paint color that's down inside this thing is kind of hidden. And when I start hitting it with this, that paint starts to poke through. So when I put whatever clear, Poppy's patina, whatever I decide to use, a lot of those hues will start to really shine. And I know a lot of work for a rusty old truck. But to have this at least smooth where you can kind of wash it, not worry about rubbing up against it, means a lot. So again, what I found is that stuff is absolutely awesome for this. Highly suggest it. So in case that didn't really show through, you can see right here the colors in this fender. I think for the camera this might be a little better. Again, just this goo gone. No reason to even think twice about putting a lot of it on there. And I will tell you, this is a workout. And I am out of shape because it feels like this arm is about to fall off. Great stuff there. Yeah, I think that one shows a little more of what I'm talking about. This old truck. The old truck had tons of this red oxide primer that's been sprayed on it. There's more blue paint than you might imagine. So to have that kind of shine through, I think really changes the look. Get that red oxide off the top of this. That almost looks like it's got two different shades of blue. Plus it's a nice smooth finish. Again, wipe this down real good, get all that oil and crap off of it, wash it. Top coat that with, again, first one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw gloss on this thing just to see. If it doesn't work out, I'll throw some satin right on top of that. The great thing about something like a product like the Poppy's Patina or Shine Juice or whatever, I think it's all the same company making it, is whatever you put on last is what you end up with. So, and you can mix it to get the exact match. So if I ordered a kit for gloss and I ordered a kit for satin or flat, and I'm not happy with gloss, but I don't really want flat, I could mix a little and come up with the right amount of shine. But again, guys, I think hopefully this shows up on video. And again, that it's really amazing how well that Goo Gone breaks that down and kind of lubricates that Scotch Brite pad. Again, you'll go through several of these. I mean, this one had already been used a little bit, but this section of this fender right here, and I'm gonna tell you, that thing's pretty packed. Probably could rinse it out. You know, if I get into it too much, then it's probably what I'll do. Maybe get a gallon of this Goo Gone and keep it dipped in it and just kind of keep it going. But yeah. Again, that red oxide primer just kind of breaks it right off there. And reveals that blue paint that's underneath. So really gives it a cool look. I'm enjoying that. So as that starts to dry, another shot of it here. Some good lighting. Still got a little bit more to dry up here, but you can kind of see how much blue is actually in that now. Like I said, these, where the rust was more this before, real rough, now it's a much smoother finish. Again, that does really, really well. Now, a few little bumps here and there. About to take this fender off. We'll be able to finish the massage work on this edge, clean the whole thing up before we put it back on, but I think that makes a hell of a difference. So if you've got one of these trucks you're trying to figure out what to do with the rust, Goo Gone is an option.